Well, just a quick little video today because I've done the valves, and I hope you can see those seats. The exhaust has got one or two little tiny pits, but I don't know, they're nearly good enough for a racing car, these are, I'll tell you. And the valves, I'll just show you the inlet valve best we can. Got a lot, there you are. I mean, you know, you can't get better than that. All I did, by the way, you know, I was struggling to get them out yesterday, so I came up today, and I just want to try and do that. I'll pop them back in again. They did come out as I thought, and I'll just see if I can show you, just in case anybody doesn't know, that to hold them, there is a hole there, you see, in the side, and they just go in like that and go on like that. They're that simple. I sort of knew they were, but of course with the camera on, you know how it goes. Anyway, we'll just see if I can put them back in. Now I've shown you them, and I'll tell you what happened and why we got waylaid a bit. Not that it matters. Well, I don't go out in the winter, as you know. I think I've got, with it being coming really cold this week and a bit of snow, I got prepared anyway. One of my neighbours I've known for an awful long while. They were here when I came here, which is nearly 40 years ago now, and I put the camera like that in the hope that you can see a bit. Oh, one other thing to tell you. Now, the exhaust spring is a straight spring, see, but the inlet spring is, you can probably see, it's slightly what they call coil bound at the top. The coils are tighter a bit, and that goes to the block, right? That's all you need to know. Anyway, this couple, nice couple, as I say, I've known them an awful long while, and the springs aren't very strong, thankfully, but they're still strong enough to be difficult. So now I'm going to see if I can. I'll put the valve down now. A minute, come on. Because that plate goes on the bottom like that, under the spring. So actually it'll be better to take the valve out first, won't it? I don't know what you can see of this, but if I can just lift the spring up and get that in, as you can see, it's I'll put my glasses on as usual, might help me see a little bit, but as you can see, all I've got to do is get the spring up. Oops, that's not very good, is it, though? There, I found it, amazing, in my jaw. Alright, be a bit more careful. Anyway, this couple were here, as I say. Well, they found me Barney, and who turned into one of the best dogs there's ever been, and he made me the richest man in the world, seriously, for an awful long, for 14 years, you know. So they popped up, and their dog, they've still got a dog that's quite a bit older than me. He still rides motorbikes, you know. He put me fit for his age. There we are. Now, what I have to do, if possible, probably won't work, I'm not going to mess about too long. If I can get that in that hole in the edge. It was difficult on the probably not. Should be able to. No, maybe not. Typical, every time you put the camera on, isn't it? Every time. Because it's just can't see where the hole goes. Because these are very easy to put on. Says he. They really are. They you know, there we are, done it. So what you should have to do is just, if I can, get that under there and lift that up like that and it goes on. There you are. Right, I won't mess about with the exhaust valve, but you can see that. Well, actually I should, shouldn't I? That was so easy. So anyway, back to the dog story. When I needed a dog, I was searching for a lurcher for my situation, and as I say, I lost Barney 5 years ago last June, and I had him almost 14 years. So we're going back quite a long time, and I will just show you the valve, by the way. I showed the other one, I've just given it a quick wire brush and that. If you want to see how I do the valves to do them 100%, have a look at my tractor video, my Nuffield video, because I showed them all on there. Anyway, because this spring's a bit stronger, and I might just struggle. We'll see. But why is that up? Shouldn't be. Let's have them both down, that's it. Now, back to Barney. So, their poor dog, he's broke a toe, and they haven't got, he rides motorbikes, and it's a bit difficult to take a dog on a motorbike, so the vet's only at the local vet is only along this road from us. It's not far at all. And so Beryl came up, I just started this job today, and Beryl came up and said, oh, would I take him to the vet? You know, well, I says, well, I'll try not to run my car on the salt if possible, but, there's always a but, I know. It was the local one, so I said, yeah, of course I will. You know, I'd do anything for him. So anyway, now, can I get that in there? So I just nipped him down to the vet, you know, and it was 4:30, so we haven't got a, you know, obviously, because of that, we've not got an awful lot done today, but I thought I'd just tell you a little bit, and also, let's put that on for there, it might stop on. What do you think? Do you think that'll stop on there? Chance is a fine thing, eh? This, as I say, this spring it's a bit stronger than the other one for some reason. Oh, keep digressing. Right, that sucker thing didn't work, and so what I did, I just put the mole grips on there like that, inside there, and just put my finger on the top and wiggled it about like that. And it's done you can see it's done a superb job. So there you go. Right, so anyway, as I say, because Barney was, well, he honestly was one of the best dogs there's ever been. I know your own dog's the best in the world, but Barney actually was. And so, if I am strong enough to get this on here, which I maybe am, maybe aren't, we'll find out in a minute, won't we? Ugh. The only reason I won't put this in is because I want to, I've checked the gap and I just want to show you that as well. And I just want to show you I did check them before I took them out, you see. And I think the inlet, it's got some clearance. We don't know what them are, and we don't need to know what they are. I have an idea that it was 6 thou. I'm not sure. Anyway, we know the valve's down and it's on compression stroke there, and a little bit tight. I expect it tighter now. Doesn't, you see, because we're not running it and it doesn't get hot, it doesn't matter what the gap is, does it? So anyway, I want to That's a 3. We've got a 4 there. If that 4, it should fall in, that 4 should. We only want, look, it does. So we've got 5 thou gap there, which is plenty on the inlet. And there'll be about 9 on the exhaust. So, you know, whoever did the job before did it properly. This is the valve job done. And they won't be much better than that, I tell you. Got a lot of lift as well. So that's alright. Anyway, well, as I say, I'm going to just to humour myself more than anyone else. I'm going to pop up 2 very, very short clips of Barney. I've been owing Barney this video since I lost him 4.5 years ago. And to be honest, I've only just brought myself about to do it. But look at that bit. I mean, he was a stunning dog. Right, I've got very little video of him. There is a video I managed to do. It took me years to, you know, it did literally take me years to. I'm only swapping these screws over because I know I keep digressing, because I know that the one that was filled with paint was in this side. Not that it matters in the slightest. No, took me quite a while, but I did do a tribute to my Barney, so you might like to have a quick look at that. But as I say, I'm just going to simply put a couple of very, very short clips of him, because he honestly, genuinely was one of the best dogs there's ever been. Right, we'll tighten them up a bit later, and that job's done. So at least we've achieved something today, haven't we?